Share a voice is a term that I keep seeing crop up in SEO conversations on LinkedIn, Twitter, Reddit, or just in general on blogs and stuff like that. And I just wanted to explore the term a little bit and try and explain it. So we'll let Google give the first explanation. So from the AI overview in the featured snippet, it's share of voice is a marketing metric that measures how much a brand is being talked about compared to its competitors in a given market. So within sort of a topical segment, how many times does or there's frequency and I suppose a bit of quality in there as well, and how positively a brand is being talked about within a specific market. So it might be like for a local accountant, how much do they appear within accountancy keywords, financial keywords? Um, as far as I'm sort of aware, and I've got SE ranking as well, that software, which will help to explain it a little bit better. Because one of the problems with SEO sometimes is it can be a bit frustrating if you see like traffic going up, revenue not going up, or traffic being quite stagnant. Um, we need sort of a universal or a broader metric which will help us to understand whether we are actually making progress for a brand or not. And share of voice is a good indicator of that. Let me just find out where it is exactly in this in SE rank. I've not been on it for a time. Let's just dive into a client's project. Fairly certain. Share of voice SE ranking. Let's have a look. How well Share of voice is a special metric that measures how well your brand cuts through the noise compared to your rivals. Right, so okay, so it's in the competitor section where you'd expect. So I've added a couple of competitors for this client, and they're a B2B client essentially, service website. Yeah, so I've added these competitors here. They're at the pink line, and then you can see I did a bunch of keywords for the client as well, and you can see where certain brands are appearing in Google compared to other brands and the client's brand. So for like this keyword, Power BI Consulting, which is a type of Microsoft software. Blast Analytics, that's a competitor's brand, is ranking ninth, PTR 7th, Clamor BI is 33rd, Flight Distinct's 36th. So if we go into share a voice, it'll start to explain a little bit. So it's saying the client has a 4.44% share of voice. So this is explained up. Again, I'm chucking a lot of definitions out there, but we'll get to sort of the conclusion soon. The share of traffic your domain has in the total monthly traffic generated by the top 20 positions for all the selected keywords in the selected search engine. So the distinction that it's showing is it's giving an estimate of the actual search volume that you're getting compared to the competition for these relevant keywords within the topic. So to give a little bit more of an indication, sometimes I've presented this to clients and this helps. Obviously with PPC, it's easier to attribute that to revenue in general, especially if it's a non-e-commerce client, because e-com clients are fairly simple. We can track organic traffic, which attributes directly to revenue. But if it's a service-based client and it's more inquiries, that can be different. So this gives an indication. This SEO value calculator. I can't remember where I got it from. It might not be from Fat Joe, the software company. So essentially, this works it out. So you add in take a keyword, say it gets We'll take like red trainers, for example. In fact, no, we'll do an econ one. Uh, Plumbing services Sheffield. Okay, so say a plumbing company. We're speaking to them, and currently they're ranking in position 9 for plumbing services Sheffield, which would be pretty good as a starting point. The average site conversion rate, which we could get from J4, is 1%. The average is normally 2%, so we'll put it there. Every inquiry that does convert for a plumbing service, we'll say it generates £1,000, and the average monthly keyword search volume for that can be 5,000 searches per month in the UK. So now we can start to really attribute that to the different keyword positions. So if they're in position 9, and these are all estimates and broad, but at least it gives us a bit of data to work with. So if they're ranking ninth, the click-through rate would be around 1% as an estimate. They get 55 site visitors from that keyword per month, and it'd be on average of one inquiry generated per month, resulting in £1,000, 1,100 on this, of work per month generated from the SEO on that site for that keyword. If we got them to position 3, if we optimize the page, uh, increase the brand awareness, technical SEO, backlinks, just optimize the site in general, then we could get them to position 3, for example, increase it by 6 positions. Then the click through rate goes up by 6% to 7%, 350 visitors on the site per month as an estimate, and 7 inquiries generated, resulting in that keyword having an organic value of £7,000 per month as a comparison to if you were spending that amount of money on Google Ads, that's how much it's generating for the business. But you can see the difference in increasing a keyword position from position 9 to position 3. You can see the benefits. So if we look at that as share of voice, so if you look at that sort of broadly across a whole site, then we're just talking about commercial keywords, really. If we look back at SE ranking share of voice, it's sort of discounting any keywords that are out of the top 20 because the conversion rate's so low, sorry, the click-through rate's so low for keywords out of the top 20, unless it's a ridiculous amount of search volume per month. And how many of your URLs are in the top 20? So it's a calculation between, all right, we've got 5 keywords in position 5, and they all get 100 searches per month. So the click-through rate for them might be 2%. So we times that, and then we get the share of voice metric there. And this is done on a page by page basis. So they've got a business intelligence consulting landing page, which I think I helped to create. And that's ranking for 3 keywords in the top 20, estimated 25 visits per month. And that has a 2.11% share of voice. So in regards to keywords within that topic, it's taking up 2% of the digital landscape, if that makes sense. So using that calculation, if we increase the keyword positions, so if we get them from position 5 to position 1, then we're increasing share of voice. If we're increasing the number of keywords in the top 20, so the number of relevant keywords for that page, then we're increasing share of voice. If we're increasing both keyword positions and the number of keywords for that topic, then we can increase share of voice exponentially. But that gives you a bit of an indication. Rather than just sending over keyword positions, rather than just sending over comparing them to compares and just sending over monthly traffic, that's a metric that combines the two, that measures the amount of the basically digital landscape within your topic that you're taking up. Hopefully that makes sense.